This is Arnie Pickholtz, and you're watching the Channel 30 Opinionator News and Views. Today, we're with Alla Kramer, who is running for a school board position in Indian River County. She is currently a Human Resource Director and Business Manager at Renaissance Senior Center and a former teacher. Alla, what would you say are the ingredients for a safe environment at the Senior Center today?
I work at the Renaissance Senior Living, and our main priority here, of course, is the health safety and safety of our residents and employees. The most important thing in the infection control is the prevention. Of course, that starts with education. We have to constantly keep everyone safe by educating on proper hand washing, sanitizing, how to do proper use of mask. We wear a mask every day, and that's for the protection of our residents. So we have to follow CDC guidelines as far as social distancing, making sure that we keep everyone safe. Health screening is a must. All employees and residents are going through several times a day of health screening as far as the temperature and oxygen levels. Education and providing educational materials are most important. It's all starts with prevention, education, and that's how we can control this pandemic.
Alla, what part did you directly play in the implementation of these precautions and safety procedures?
As an HR person here, director, we have our monthly, sometimes weekly meetings with the staff, and we do training and provide educational materials to teach them how to proper do this infection control, because all our staff are in direct contact with the residents, and of course their health and their safety is our priority. So providing education, having employee meetings, handouts, and of course follow up, making sure that all the guidelines are being followed.
So Alla, how does this translate into the dilemma the school board is having with reopening the schools?
It's very similar setting because it involves a lot of staff and children who are coming to school. We, of course, our priority for the school board will be to provide that health safety for the children and their personnel. Our superintendent have choices. I think it's about choices, first of all, for the parents to decide whether the kids are ready to go to school or not. It's up to the parents to make the decision. But those who choose a traditional setting and attend schools need to remember that the job of the school board would be to, again, same setting, educate, prevent, and follow the CDC guidelines as far as social distancing, disinfecting. I actually spoke to teachers who already went back to school, and they are very happy with their support that they've been receiving at the school. They're getting the education that they need for this prevention control. And of course, they will be ready for the kids when they come to school on August 24th.
School opens in Indian County on August 24th, and the school board is elected to have a later start date than Martin County, for example. Going forward, how do you see your role as a potential school board member in determining what avenue to take for the students and teachers? Is it science or political science?
I definitely we have to do the science, not the political science. We have to be what's right, the right things to do. The school board job is to set policies and procedures and direct superintendent to do his job. So I think we have to follow CDC guidelines. We have to be in touch with the health department and take in considerations their recommendations, because ultimately they're the scientists, they're medical personnel, and we have to take a direction from them and implement into the school setting.
Your opponent in this race is Mayor Brian Barefoot. Why do you believe that you're the better candidate?
I believe that even though he's been an elected official, he was the mayor of Indian River Shores, like you mentioned. However, I feel like I'm more in touch of what's happening at schools. I am a mother of two children who went through 5 different Indian River County schools. I've been actively involved in the classroom in these schools for 10 years. I've been a full-time resident of this community for 20 years. I feel like I know what are the concerns and issues that the parents feel like is not happening in the schools or it's happening. Know this district from inside out. And again, being recently as a healthcare worker working at the Renaissance Senior Living, I can bring that additional knowledge of the infection control. This is basically the biggest issue that the parents are talking about. And while campaigning, I talked to many parents. This is the biggest concern is safety this time around. So I think this all, even though he worked at the college level, I worked as a teacher in elementary school. I have master's degree in education. I worked in the district as a volunteer, been involved. I think that's what differentiates me from him.
Thank you for watching the Channel 30 Opinionator News and Views with Alla Kramer. I'm Arnie Pickholtz, and we'll see you next time.